5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And it's game time. X5 here for 2K4 CTF. We got a late night post Super Bowl pug. This is going to be map 3, the tiebreaker. Teams are still getting evened out. As we're seeing a handicap match coming out now. Blue's going to play 4 on 6 and see what they can do here. We just saw each team winning their map pick, and so they agree to play Virility as the tiebreaker. There we go. Teams finally getting evened up. Not going to make a difference. Both flags are pretty much secure at this point. Now we do see Lavake playing some offense here. Going to run that flag against Xios. I believe we're going to see Xios and Failsauce, the same defense from Blue as we saw in Grindle Keep. You see Raven coming in with that amp. Let's see if I can snap over to him. And if he can snap over to anyone's neck bones over here. See an easy shot coming in on Xios. This flag runner's kind of dancing around though. He's going to need to get PB out of that door soon. So they're out in mid getting cut off by the entire blue team. Still alive somehow. It's blue finally able to cut off that flag. Red kept that one alive much longer than they should have. And I believe we're going to have Neo and Galgore back on defense together. You see them doubling up in the flag room. Wouldn't be surprised to see one of them pushing up a little bit more, roaming the front in sort of a patrolling role, pretty much going shock to rockets up there, maybe even out to lightning gun, depending on how the blue team likes to attack. Blue, though, been playing 3 very fully committed, aggressive offense the last couple maps, so there you go, you see 3 in red base already. A nice prediction combo coming out there. Their flag's going to be moving pretty good. This Failsauce gets cut off at the 100, still 12 health, going to go down. Quick return there by Lockdown. He goes down, but not before getting that flag back home. Lavake pulls this next amp. He's going to take it on offense, needs to pick up some health, and then he'll go in and take some pot shots to the defense. Probably going to try to clear a path for his attacker. Double kill with one combo. All 3 the blue team that were in their base are down. Amp's dead, but Lavake's going to go ahead and try to cover him outside of the enemy base, but as we always see on this map, getting that flag moving is one thing, getting out of the enemy base and back into mid is a whole other problem. And Failsauce has a flag in his hands. You're going to see him running this flag a lot, sometimes not necessarily under the best of circumstances, but what he'll do is he'll be putting a lot of pressure on the enemy defense to keep track of him. If they fall asleep or if they're out of position for more than a couple seconds, he may sneak in and catch them off guard a little bit. However, on this map in particular, given that there's such a tight bottleneck in mid, it's not the most conducive to doing that. He's definitely going to need to pay attention to these armor spawns and try to get 100 to 150 armor so that he can push through these giant sort of walls of explosions that you see coming out to mid and even going back into your base from mid. It's going to be Raven. I'm not sure how familiar he is with this map. So they have him on offense. I imagine he'll be doing most of his time covering, so they can sort of just use his fragging instincts as opposed to trying to run the flag. He may not know very much about the routes or any of the wall dodges. I'm not sure how familiar he is with it. See Failsauce pissing across mid. I think he had 100 armor, so once again you see that 100 armor makes a huge difference getting through all these cutoffs. Headshot makes a huge difference in your armor though. He's down to 8 health all of a sudden. Could have been an amp coming in. I heard it just die. Both flag carriers are shooting at each other right about now. Blue's able to secure that flag though in Lockdown. Back in his own base. Lavake, the only one in between them and a cap, able to get a kill. But a nice pickup there by Failsauce. Both flags are dancing around each other. Enemy flag carrier Lavake able to get another kill and return that flag. How do you let that happen? He's still alive, pistoning straight up to 50 armor. Pretty much by himself now. Now he has cover out in mid. PB can do some damage for him so he can get right across. Was going to piston, decided not to, or missed it. One or the other. He's going to get cut off by Blue, though, coming in his own base. 2 rockets to the face, and that flag gets returned, but not before getting 2 EFC kills and the return with the flag in his hands. See a ping-pong shock ball right there. And Lockdown with the pickup, going out shock. Expect rockets to come in on the cutoff, and there they are. Goo coming in, but Blue able to kill out Red. This is the first battle they have to win across mid. They can fight their way back into their own base. They'll be in good position here. You see Goo coming in by PB on the lift, does some damage, down to 2 health. Able to get that pickup though. Some nice spam by Lockdown to that translocator. He's got a clear path to his stand. Had a clear path to his stand until he got knocked off of it. And the return coming in. I think Lavake has an amp here. Can connect some shots, but goes down to Xios. So some very close opportunities here. None of them coming out to anything though. We'll go ahead and watch another defender here. Xios is over here getting shot comboed from behind. Raven's grabbing that flag. Looked like he was in trouble though. Goes down. Another kill by Xios, the double kill. Could get a multi here with the flag. There it goes. And Red Team already back in their base. So it looks like they may have actually stuck Raven on a very aggressive sort of mass grabbing role here to try to just put some pressure on Blue's defense and keep them honest so they can't cheat out to mid. That's one thing that your forward defense can do very easily on this map, is rotate all the way out to mid to help with those power-ups. And so a lot of times you'll have one person dedicated to grabbing the whole time. That way you can keep them honest, and that way your team can fight out in mid without having to deal with enemy defense harassing them. And there you see it right there. Xios trying to push out to mid, trying to help his team cover out to mid and maybe help with power-ups. But PB running right past him and forcing him to turn around. Well, it would have been a nice flag ball by Xios if the flag carrier wasn't already dead, but gets the return that time. Rolling around with 50 armor on defense certainly helps. And it looks like him and Facial are kind of rotating around, having one person on defense and or on the flag D, and then another person pushing around up front. Kind of just playing off each other. You see Lavake with a grab. He's got some cover behind him. You see a spree by Xios. Probably going to go down here though. No translocator kill for him. Raven takes him down. Not going to go anywhere with that flag, however. See if we can check the amp timing. I never heard exactly when it was taken. So we'll just swap back off of that. We're going to see GS3K running with this flag. Low health. Easy shot by Neo coming in. PB grabbing, looking pretty good with some armor and some health. Needs a couple cover kills. Might go straight up to 50 armor, and I think Blue defense may have lost track of him. He's going to try to, well, Xios finally cuts him off up there. One kill coming in on Xios, so he can get across mid right now. If he makes a nice piston jump, instead he decides to piston into the wall. You know, he's probably trying to fake out Blue team there. They thought he was going to piston across mid, and instead he pistoned into the wall, and then they weren't able to keep up with him. Slavik with the translocator return, instant kill, instant return. So we're just about almost a halfway point, 2 minutes from the halfway point of this map. I heard amp taken. Let's catch up with that. And the exact opposite of last game. Both teams still playing fairly aggressively, but just due to the nature of this map, neither flag getting very far. We've seen a couple exciting denials early on in the game, but since then, most of these flag carriers have been going down trying to get out into mid. You see infinite ammo coming in for the red team shock rifles. I'm sure GS3K is yelling that to himself right now. How many combos do they get? But you see good use of those combos there, predicting and using them as area denial effectively. GS3K could not go up that lift because he saw all those shock balls just waiting to explode in his face. Meanwhile, Failsauce in good position here. Lots of armor, pushing across mid, passes the flag carrier, but flag carrier is low health, so he has a chance to get into his base. Goes down from a nice shot. And both flags now getting returned again. So Failsauce with the best opportunity they've had in a while there. Not able to get in base, and that flag got returned. So if he's able to turn that corner, he can piston straight onto his flag stand and probably cap. So I didn't see who had that LG shot on him, but that was a nice clutch shot there. That was the last chance they really had there. GS3K now jumping into the enemy base, goes down immediately. As soon as I spec him, amp dies. Lavake in mid, getting headshotted, but Raven able to pick it up with 7 health. He's going to go down again. No pickup, though. See if we can switch to another defender. Who haven't we watched? I don't think we watched Facial yet, have we? See him playing some defense with Xios. Like I say, they've been playing a very flag room heavy defense because red team has been pushing into their base a lot. And really both teams are playing fully aggressive, committed offense, so forces your defenders to stay around the flag room. You can't push out to mid very often. And that makes it very difficult to push up and help cover your flag carrier's routes through mid. Yeah, turn around LG shot there. Raven going to get out, but not with much, or without much health. Actually, not even going to get out. Dancing around, gets wrangled in by blue right there. We're seeing now past the halfway point of the map, no caps, and really only 2 or 3 opportunities coming in, mostly for the blue side. Raven getting this flag moving, but again, not even able to get out to mid with very much health. He's down to 24. Going to count on a pickup here. His blue team cuts him off. He knows he's going to go down. Pickup comes in, but not really going to last very long. This is a cherry pick by Lavake. He will get that 50 armor. He will get out to mid with this one because blue team lost track of him. He's jumping across mid now. Blue still lost track, and they finally see him. He's halfway across the map now, able to get a couple kills. And he might get back into his base, but he's trapped in that amp area. Really needs some cover to come out. And Crater is missing the jump to the front of his base. And the return coming in there. Both teams now are doing... They're falling back a little bit more, so they're playing a little bit more defensively than they were on the previous maps once their flag gets taken out to mid. What that means is your forward defenders, when their flag is clear and their flag carrier is coming in across mid, they're going to need to push up, which probably is going to require them to leave a translocator back in base. But they can push up now, knowing that the enemy team is falling back. Oh wow, we see Failsauce pushing into his own shock. We saw that last time. That last second shot comes in. They killed the flag carrier twice, but he can piss into his stand now. Base is super dirty though. So GS3K running around, trading shots with the EFC. Nice pickup there by Failsauce. Can't get the return. They need blue to clear out this base. Red's still all over it. Red actually outnumbers blue. Gets that return. Now they're going to get out with this flag. So yet another denial by the red team. We saw that on Grindel Keep too. Blue team had that red flag in their base. They scored 9 times, but they had the opportunity for a lot more. If only they were able to secure that flag as they were coming back into their base. Not much amp damage coming out there from Lockdown. Low health though, so he kind of has to be a little bit tempered in his aggression. Not a bad move though. He's really just distracting to let his teammates get a grab in. Exactly what happens. You don't necessarily have to kill the defense. You just need to occupy them. However, Raven going to get trapped in that corner there. Getting out to mid, but with only 29 health. Likely going to go down. Going to need a pickup there. Doesn't happen. Both flags back once again. Don't think we watched Galgore on D yet, so watch a little bit of red defense here. They've been giving up some prolonged flag runs, but they've also done a really good job of catching back up and denying the final caps. They've been getting many denials, which are honestly kind of rare on this map. I mean, both flag stands are, or excuse me, the flag stands are so exposed that typically once you get into your base, it's pretty easy to seal behind you. So red been doing a good job of getting ahead, getting the blue flag moving as they need those last second returns. Meanwhile, though, it looks like blue team has another good opportunity here. 1 health from GS3K, so he can't piss into his stand. Goes down there. They're going to get this pickup. Failsauce able to jump to his stand. No last second grab there. So finally, blue converts one with just over 5 minutes left in this game. And we'll see how that changes red's strategy. They haven't been playing super defensively, but they have been dropping back a good amount. As we hear that amp taken, let's see if I can find out who grabbed it. It was Lockdown. Haven't checked the stats yet. I suspect blue team's been dominating these power-ups, and maybe that's why they've had more luck pushing these flags further. But we'll see again if red team is going to decide to stop dropping back and push a little bit more forward offense. They haven't been playing super defensively, but they have been dropping back when their flag gets out to mid. But now that they're down 1 and they're running low on time, that may change their strategy. I don't think they need to switch up positions per se, because again, you're only down 1-0. Their team has been playing pretty well overall. If nothing else, you may see one of their defenders, maybe Galgore, pushing out to mid to help cover their flag carriers. As you see right now, Lockdown left in a one-on-one against Neo. He loses that. I'm not sure if that's because Galgore was pushed up to mid or not, but it wouldn't be a bad idea for Red to start doing that. Because getting the flag moving, again, is not even half the battle on this map. You really have to push your way through mid, and that requires a lot of damage output. Let's go catch up with their flag carriers. He's going to get out to mid again. Pistons to their front door. This is where it'd be nice for your defense to be able to push out to mid. However, the cover looks like was already killed out, so nothing really happening there. Amp taken again. Let's find out who grabbed that one. Lockdown had it last time. Wasn't there for that one. It's going to be GS3K. Going in on offense with it. Going to disrupt the defense, or at the very least distract them. Well, it may end up grabbing with it. Why not? But Neo able to kill him out and get that flag returned. So let's go back down to some defense here. See what Galgore decides to do here. His team down one. Looks like he's playing that sort of forward high defensive role. Gonna get a lot of cutoffs, but you're also gonna be in position to push up to mid. See both flags moving now, but blue goes back. Red flag pistoning across mid. Failsauce in good position here, almost 100 armor still. He's gonna get back into his base. And piston straight up to his stand. That may be the second cap coming in for blue. As red team not able to get in front and cut him off. He pretty much had the defense behind him, and no offensive or no pressure from red's offense the entire time. So finally, blue team able to make some conversions here. 3 minutes left. Red is going to have to push someone out to mid. I suspect they'll put Galgore out in mid to help try to control these power-ups. As blue team really is losing the power-up battle pretty badly now, and that's what I believe is helping them push these caps further, or push these runs further across the map. We saw that cap right there. Failsauce able to take a lot of damage while pistoning due to that 100 armor. Amp taken once again. Looks like PB now was pushed up to grab that amp. And he's going to be in position to do a lot of damage with it. However, he can't seem to find any of the blue defenders to shoot at. Being very deceptive running away from him right now. His team pushes out to mid, right into the enemy flag carrier though. Able to get that pickup. He's going to try to fight his way across mid. Flag coming in. He's going to go down. Nobody for the pickup. Both flags do get returned, however. And let's go watch this blue flag now. So Lavake comes in. Lavake's done a good job of killing out the defense and getting these flags moving. However, the flag carrier has a really tough time covering themselves while leaving this map, or leaving the base on this map. You're very exposed coming out to mid. And so I think a lot of times you're actually better off putting your better fragging players in a cover role at the front of enemy base. That way your flag runner can get out to mid with that shield up and have your fraggers try to keep that area clear. See Raven jumping in circles, dancing around. They get a kill on Xios. He's only going to have 1 or 2 people cutting him off in mid. 1 kill on him. His cover doing a good job of prolonging this flag run, but they're just completely outnumbered here. I'm going to be timing this return, but it's not going to matter as red flag wasn't moving very far. Back to blue flag we go. This is the one that's going to need to move if we want to see a tie game here. And Raven getting shot into all kinds of pieces. Able to survive long enough to let Lavake get in on the action, but PB actually grabs. He's going to run straight into facial. Both the defense behind him, however, good cover right there, coming in and clearing that bottleneck. Rockets coming in. PB is going to take a ton of damage here. Still alive, getting into the front of his base. Going to try to go in shock. And red team now is back in their base. PB on the stick, but you saw an instant kill in return right there. And that's sort of the danger of whenever you dive straight back into your flag, going back into your base. It's very predictable. It's the first place the defense is going to go. And with 30 seconds left, that's going to do it. Go ahead and pour through the stats. My suspicion is that we will see the power-ups dominated by blue. You see 4 amps, 200s by Lockdown. 4 more amps for GS3K. Saw Raven steal 1. 1900 armors for Failsauce.
Blue team is the winner.
I don't think Red, other than that 1 amp, I don't think Red got a single power-up that game, other than the 1 amp stolen by Raven. And that's pretty much your story of the game right there. You cannot concede all of those power-ups in mid. But either way, it was a good pug. Both teams winning their map choice, and then Blue winning on Virility here. I was a little surprised. I thought this map might favor Red team's players more, but Blue able to pull it out. And it being 2:30 in the morning, 3:30 Eastern, I doubt we'll see another pug, but there we go. One more pug knocked off the list post-Super Bowl style. We'll see if we get some MLT matches coming in this week now.